Does anyone remember that video where I talked for like 4 minutes straight about my weird teeth and how I needed braces? Well, newsflash, guys, if you haven't noticed it already, yeah, I've got braces now. Today's just going to be a video where I just tell you about my experience with braces. So, like, we'll start at the beginning, and that's getting them put on. So, getting the braces put on was a really weird feeling. So, what I had to do was you lie back in one of those like weird dentist chairs to make your head go like all the way back so that you're practically lying down, and from there they use one of those weird like plastic things to hold my mouth open like a lot, like this much. It looks so funny, and they gave me these cool like red shades which I wish I could have kept, but we'll have to cope without them. And from there it got slightly easier. They put this tube in my mouth which would suck out moisture. Nobody asked. So they put this tube in, right? And from there, it was used to keep my mouth dry, because I'm just going to say it as scientific as I possibly can. Sucked out the saliva. It was basically just a mouth vacuum. So from there, they would put a tiny bit of glue onto one of the squares, and they'd attach it to the tooth. And once they'd done that with all of them, they like got a metal band to connect them all together. And it was slightly unsettling because it would be like a clicking feeling every time they put it on. It was like a click. Obviously, I don't know what else it would sound like, but that was it really. I mean, the worst of it for me was afterwards when I had so much blood go to my head that I nearly passed out, and they needed to revive me with Lucozade. But like, I'm fairly certain that won't happen to most of my audience who need braces. Don't worry, it's not that bad. That's the start, and now we're going to talk about what's basically happened since. Another thing before I continue that they put on is bite blockers, and this is to correct my mild overbite. Like, you can sort of see when I bite down it goes over. I've got like, I don't really want to show them because I don't need to show you the back of my teeth. It's like this plastic gel, and hold on, like a plastic gel that after like a day or so solidifies. Well, after like an hour or so, but after a day it properly solidifies, like it feels like a tooth, and it solidifies. But one thing's for sure, they're really, really easy to chip, and that's not nice. Like, here's what one of my chipped ones looks like. It looks like a tooth, as you expect, but it is literally just gel that's just solidified really fast. So like, you don't need to worry about it. Just don't bite too hard on it. It made it hard to eat for the first day, but from that point on, the minute you relearn eating, it gets 10 times easier. So at the midpoint of having braces, so like a few weeks after, up to me really, because I got them put on in like April, I think. So it's been about a month or so now, and it's gotten so much less noticeable. Like, you know, you can slightly hear that I've got a slight lisp when I pronounce my S's now, and that's because, I don't know why it is actually. I think it's because my tongue's in a different position than it used to be, because my teeth are a lot straighter, which is good. They work wonders. Here's a photo of me before I had my braces on, and this is my teeth now. They're like, they feel like they're 10 times straighter than they were before braces, and they probably are, but they're really noticeable. It's bizarre. Now, the only downside, well, there's a few downsides, obviously being unable to eat crunchy food like crisps and whatnot, and being unable to eat chewy foods and sticky foods. So that means no caramel fudge cakes, folks, I apologise. And it also means no Haribo, no crisps at all. It limits food options. And another problem is that food does get stuck in between the braces really easily. Wraps, for instance. Wraps are the bane of my existence now. You eat one and that's it. Everywhere. It takes me about 20 minutes to get the wrap hunks out my brace. But aside from that, I am very glad that we decided to get me braces. We've not got the top ones yet, and I'll be telling you a bit more about the top ones soon, but for now it's just the bottom ones. The top ones are being put on in July at the same time that the bottom ones are getting tightened. The whole experience has been really, really surreal. Like, if I was to explain it to myself before I knew, to like 5-year-old me who didn't know that braces existed, in 9 years you're gonna have lumps of metal strung across your bottom teeth. I would have been like, what are you on about? But it's not that bad. Like, people make them sound 10 times worse than they actually are, but they're not. They're fine. People exaggerate when they say, oh, they hurt so much. There is off days when I can feel it a lot more, like my right canines, my left canine, etc, those sort of areas. But most days, it's like they're not even there unless I eat a wrap. But yeah, it's worth it, and I'm very, very glad that I decided to do it. So yeah, that's it. End of video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am very apologetic that it's taken me so long to release a long form video. I've had a lot of stuff going on recently, like my hamster. Look at his cute face. Isn't he so cute? We love him. And I've also been tweaking about with the new video format, but like, aside from that, I don't know why it's taken me so long to do a long form. I've forgotten how fun they are. But I will be seeing you guys in the next video, and I intend to make a few videos soon on the new Star Wars card game, Star Wars Unlimited, because I've gotten very into it and I think you guys will enjoy it. I'll probably start off with a how to play with Imp King, and then I'll just be playing it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.